Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, everybody. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey, shout out to my boy, Big Chris, you know what I'm saying, aka Syntex, you know what I'm saying? He doing this thing all the time. Appreciate you for logging in. And I want to give my girl, Model B Star, a great shout out, her and Red and the rest of the crew. They have a podcast called Talk Yo S with B uh, every Wednesday, starting at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. They doing their thing, and they're really, really doing it. So I'm so proud of that crew. And of course, you know what I'm saying, they make it happen here at Podcast Studios. That's what they do. But hey, let's talk about what's going on. I'm gonna tell you, it's been I don't even know how many months ago it was, but well, it was a while ago. So me and Van, we was up there. That's when I was in the other building. We were having a conversation, and then he said, "Yo, I got something big coming." I said, "What?" You know, I'm thinking this tattoo stuff and all this stuff. He said, "Nah, nah." He said, "I'll let you know once everything is done." I'm gonna tell you, I would have never in my life thought about what he said it was. So by the time he came back, I'm just like, "Yo, I got these sneaks by the drop." I said, "Huh?" I said, "What?" I said, "Get out of here, bro." And so I seen the picture of him and everything we was doing. I said, "Yo, this is gonna be hot," you know. So at that time, the drop happened. I looked at the drop. I looked at the shoe. To me, when I looked at it, it was about quality. Um, he told me about Kev. He told me about Kev from before, but then I started looking at Kev stuff and just kind of like how he does things with his brand and just the quality of it. I said, "Ooh," I said, "He got flavor. He got flair. I like his energy and everything." That's why I just kept telling him. And so I knew at some point. I said, "You know what? I'm gonna have to get y'all on the show." I said, "I don't know when it's gonna happen because I said, but I want to make sure it's the right time because timing is everything." Well, the shipments came in, the shoes came in. My shoes will be here, you know what I'm saying, in 2 days. So and it was my fault because it went to the old building. So went back to Chicago to Kev. So Kev sent them right back out yesterday. So I'll have them here. And I can't wear them. Y'all see them displayed up in the front up here so I can show y'all. But without further ado, you know what I'm saying? My little bro Kevin, my big Kev, he gonna be my little brother too, you know what I'm saying? And my boy Van
What's up?
Johnson in the building. What's going on? What's going on?
What's
What's
going on,
going
bro?
on, man?
What's up? Hey, let me get some light on your Van. I don't know your light was good earlier. What happened? Light game. You know what I'm saying? You know they want to see you. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out for the damn light. You hit the damn right light. you know. All right. So just so the crowd can get to know who you are, can you kind of introduce yourself and then just give a brief summary of who you are, and then we just start talking about the shoe game.
Yes,
You can go ahead,
sir.
kid.
Yeah, my name is Kevin Lopez. I go by Kev. They also call me the Puerto Rican Diddy, because that's how I move, like the Diddy, you know what I mean? But
Crazy.
yeah, I'm the CEO of Savage S Civilized Apparel.
Mm-hmm.
It's the streetwear brand, also footwear. Um, yeah, it's urban and it's for the streets.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And who is this guy on my bottom on the bottom screen out here that's walking in and all this stuff over here? Who is this?
Man, I'm trying to multitask, man. I'm trying to hear clearly what's going on, but I really can't hear like that, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you
Yeah,
fine.
there
I
you
hear you
go.
100%.
Okay. I can't really hear y'all like that, but
Oh, for real? We might have to
nevertheless,
throw
my
them
name is Van
earbuds.
Johnson.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
one of the co-owners of Black Ink Houston. Now out here living in Houston. Jesus Christ. All right, cool.
It's all
Um,
good.
getting ready to drop a limited edition sneaker with my boy Kev right here
Uh-huh.
on this live SYC Savage at Civilized, which is um, it's an extreme brand, it's an extreme opportunity, and we just getting ready to take the world by storm as we partnered up and collaborated on some nice ideas, and we just can't wait to hit the streets, man. So let's talk about it.
Well, let's shoot. Let's do it. That's what we're here to do. All right. So now we know you down here in Houston, Van. But
Right.
we everybody knows you're a Chicago boy all day. Okay. So I'm sure that's where the relationship came from, Chicago, right? Can y'all kind of talk to me about like how y'all met? You know what I'm saying? The first time you met. I'm gonna let Kim start it off right there. How did y'all meet, Kim?
Yeah, man. Basically, it was from Goods the rapper. He's a battle rapper. I reached out. I was a fan of him, and I was providing him with clothing. and they had an event. Him and Van had a venue in Voodoo Lounge. I stepped out. You know, the type of person I am, I can't just, you know, give one person some dope gear and not the other person. So I brought Van some gear. We're chopping it up. You know, we're talking about our daughters, you know, father shit, you know, we 80s baby, you know, care about our daughters. And we just connected. You know, he has a brand, I have a brand. And we just started really building that relationship. Man, he was rocking with the brand. And then I seen that. I'm like, man, you really rocking with my brand. And we met up. You know, I went down south side, you know, popped up on him. And we started chopping it up and really getting a proposal, you know, figuring some ideas how we could collab.
Right.
And
Just building a relationship. Pretty
yeah,
much.
you know, so we just had that connection, you know, it just was genuine.
Right. So Van, from your you know, because you was on the show before. So we kind of know how you deal with people, and you might not deal with people because you kind of real selective. So what was it like meeting Kev for the first time, or just far as when you dealt with him from your perspective?
Well, it was just a genuine experience, man. When I met him, you know, I always try to read people's mannerisms when I meet him and I link with him. He was a stand-up guy, you know what I'm saying? And he brought some clothes to my man Goods. So at this event that we was making some appearances at that night, he came in, you know, and we invited him in. Like, man, you want to come in and slide in with us, you know? So we had a conversation. Of course, they just kind of, you know, it's kind of a piggyback conversation. I'm going off Kev, what he said, because that's actually how we met. Throughout Goods, he gave Goods some merchandise. I'm looking at it. I'm like, man, damn. I'm like, man, you gotta hook me up next with something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I like that. And then he's like, I got something for you right now. You know, he went back to the truck or whatever. Gave me some merchandise, and I get to looking at it. I'm like, man, this is some actually really good quality merchandise. It's not only just, you know, some stuff that you'll just probably pick up at the beauty salon. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, beauty supply house. But this quality merchandise was. The thread count was all the way there. You know what I'm saying? The leather, the fabrics. I look at that because, you know, I run my own clothing line as well. So when I was looking at all that,
what's the name of that line?
Chicago Gorilla, which will definitely
Chicago Gorilla. I'm saying all day. Okay, I just want to make sure, you know, I throw shaming plugs in there. That's what I do. You don't play with me.
Yeah, Chicago Gorilla, man. So that's coming back too. But
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that really had you know, meeting Kev really had kind of opened up my eyes and opened up my ears to seeing like, okay, what's the kind of fabrics that you use, what manufacturing companies are you going to, because it's an extreme type of deal when you're dealing with this type of knowledge and information, and a lot of people just don't want to share that information, you know what I'm saying? But Kevin was open with me. He was letting me know what he does to get his fabrics and how he go back and forth with the manufacturing companies, and it was just a real genuine solid connection, man, and we just never lost that. And once I started to rock the merchandise, he was telling me like, man, you starting to rock some of this stuff better than I'm rocking my own merchandise, man. What's going on? So that's how we, you know, that's how we connected, bro.
Right. So how does that even work? Because I mean, y'all are from two different sides of Chicago, right?
Right.
Y'all two different sides of Chicago, right?
Yeah,
that can be kind of like, I mean, what was that like for you, Kev? You know what I'm saying? Linking up with somebody that's on the other end. You know.
It really wasn't really a big thing because you know, I was on 31st and Cottage, you know, that's South Side, you know, so just the type of demeanor I got and the way I am, you know, like, so it was nothing, you know. I mean, I'm always in the area. Most of my customers are on the South Side, you know, from 79 to 63rd. I mean, I'm just everywhere because everybody knows I have that quality and I'm giving good prices.
Right.
So, you know, me popping up is really nothing, you know. So Van always says it. He was like, yo, Kev, man, you hold your own. Like, you could go anywhere and you hold your own. You know, that's the brand, Savage as Civilized. I'm a civilized, laid back type of guy, but even Van knows when it's crunch time, I got to turn into the Savage. So it's a respect thing, but, you know, putting my brand out there, you know, from South Side to the West Side of Chicago, starting there at that point is definitely a blessing because you got to start, you know, where your surroundings are. And, you know, I go all the way down to Northwest Indiana, You know, that's kind of on the borderline. Like if you were in Gary, you know, that's for people that don't really know the areas, but from Gary to Hammond, you know, so I'm out there, you know, I'm really pushing the brand. And then, you know, just globally on a national level, you know, I got customers in New York because that's where I kind of got my inspiration when I was younger.
Understandable. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So now, as we look at this right here, and Kev, you know, we talked a little bit before we started. Like, how did you get into fashion? Period. Even to the point, I know you say you like to dress, but it's something you always like to do anyway.
Yeah.
Like what made you get to the point where it became a brand?